Do you know that Elon Musk is not just a product architect of Tesla, but also the chief designer of SpaceX? And have you ever wondered how he designed the famous Starship? If you're a fan of rockets and spaceships like me, I suggest keeping your belt on as we take off to the world of SpaceX and see how SpaceX builds the Starship rocket. But before we fire the engines, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like this video, and click the bell button to keep you updated with amazing topics. 16 years ago, in 2005, the CEO of SpaceX, Elon Musk, had an idea of making a heavy lift vehicle designed for interplanetary systems. This was the future of transportation. The idea was to take humans to Mars, Moon, and other destinations outside Earth. He named it BFR, or Big Falcon Rocket, before it was named as Starship. By 2012, SpaceX had started working on the engine development for BFR. Then 4 years later, BFR was developed using a two-system stage vehicle. This is why BFR, known as the Starship, is known to be fully reusable two-stage to-orbit system. The first stage is the booster stage, or they call it Super Heavy. This is the first body of the rocket ship and will be placed on top of the second phase, which is the Starship. Super Heavy is 236 feet long and 30 feet in diameter, with a lifting mass of 3,680 kilograms, with 4 fins and landing legs to improve supersonic engine recirculation margin. SpaceX then had to change the external design of Super Heavy several times to make high power levels of Raptor engines, and for it to be able to reach the height they were expecting. This Raptor engine is a set of full-flow stage combustion cycle rocket engines designed by SpaceX. It has liquid fuel engines with 2 turbopumps. 2019 is where SpaceX started the second phase of BFR, or the Starship Stage. This will be the bottom body of the rocket ship. The Starship was made 30 feet in diameter and 160 feet in length. A reusable spacecraft with a donor supply of 6 engines. Its function was to reach orbital velocity for escaping from Earth as an orbit long-duration spacecraft in outer orbit. In the same year, SpaceX Starship had to test the design details for atmosphere re-entry. A Starhopper prototype was used, the SN5, serial number 5, and SN6, but both prototypes were giving low flights. SpaceX then changed the material for Starship to stainless steel as a replacement for carbon fiber for the construction of Starship. SpaceX said that using stainless steel for Starship is cost-effective, high strength is easy to produce, and may be able to give a better flight compared to the first 2 prototypes. Starship has 3 operational variants, or the body parts of the rocket ship, to work its full capacity. First was the spaceship. It was used for interplanetary transport. The second was a satellite to place spacecraft into orbit, and a tanker for refilling propellants in Earth orbit. A year after, in 2020, SpaceX had another prototype, SN8, which had shown a good flight from the Boca Chica site in South Texas, with a high-altitude test flight, or belly flop. But the only problem was it exploded after its landing. That was the first time people saw the prototype of the booster. Here then, because of the incident with SN8, Elon Musk predicted using a landing tower arm to land the booster by grid fins. The Starship is aiming to launch together with the Super Heavy to test the performances of both bodies, which will be a total of 30 Raptors. But before that, SpaceX Starship had a new prototype, SN9, by the end of 2020. Musk even stated that he hopes for the first orbit flight to be done by the year of 2021. SpaceX aims to run Starship soon. Elon Musk also mentioned that he is confident that Spaceship X Starship will be flying people to Mars by 2026. With that being said, are you ready to fly to Mars on 2026? And are you ready to find some people interested to fly with you? Tell me your answer in the comment section below. That's it for this video, guys. If you enjoyed it, Don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more amazing videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.